2026 Missouri DMV Double Endorsement Test 120 questions and complete answers. Question 1. Rust around wheel nuts may mean. Option A. It has rained recently. Option B. The nuts could be loose. Option C. The tires should be replaced. The correct answer is option B. The nuts could be loose. Explanation. Rust around wheel nuts may mean that they are loose. Check the tightness of the nuts if you see any rust in the area. Question 2. In poor weather, many drivers. Option A. Like to drive in front of trucks. Option B. Like to drive to the sides of trucks. Option C. Like to follow trucks. The correct answer is option C. Like to follow trucks. Explanation. In bad weather, many automobile drivers will follow large trucks too closely, particularly if visibility is poor. Question 3. Traction is important in. Option A. Safe braking. Option B. Properly using turn signals. Option C. Operating the horn. The correct answer is option A. Safe braking. Explanation. You will not be able to brake or steer your vehicle without adequate traction. Ensure that your tires are in proper working condition before beginning a trip. Question 4. When you are pulling a trailer, the air supply control lever should be in its blank position. Option A. Emergency. Option B. Supply. Option C. Normal. The correct answer is option C. Normal. Explanation. Tractor protection controls in older vehicles may be operated by levers instead of knobs. If an air supply control is set in its normal position, it is properly set for you to pull a trailer. Question 5. When should you slow for a curve? Option A. Before entering the curve. Option B. While in the curve. Option C. After the curve. The correct answer is option A. Before entering the curve. Explanation. You should always slow to a safe speed before entering a curve. Slowing while within the curve could cause a skid. Question 6. Mirrors should be used. Option A. Only when there may be an emergency. Option B. Regularly. Option C. By a helper to monitor your blind spots. The correct answer is option B. Regularly. Explanation. When driving, you should frequently check the mirrors on both sides of your vehicle. Question 7. The more alcohol in the body. Option A. The quicker the liver will digest the alcohol. Option B. The less effect the alcohol will have on the individual. Option C. The longer it will take to remove the alcohol from the body. The correct answer is option C. The longer it will take to remove the alcohol from the body. Explanation. The body removes alcohol at a fixed rate. The more alcohol consumed, the longer it will take for the body to remove the alcohol from its system. Question 8. Before a trip, you should make a visual check of a coupling to ensure that. Option A. There is no space between the upper and lower fifth wheel. Option B. There is no mud on the fifth wheel. Option C. The converter gear is polished. The correct answer is option A. There is no space between the upper and lower fifth wheel. Explanation. When performing a visual check of coupling devices, you should make sure there is no space between the upper and lower fifth wheel. Ensure that the lock and jaws are securely closed around the kingpin. Question 9. When parking, you should not use the parking brake if. Option A. The brakes are very hot. Option B. The brakes are very cold. Option C. There is snow on the ground. The correct answer is option A. The brakes are very hot. Explanation. If your brakes are hot after coming down a steep grade, you should not use your parking brake when parking. Let your brakes cool before applying the parking brake or risk damaging the brakes. Question 10. What do air brakes use to make the brakes work? Option A. Compressed air. Option B. Outside air. Option C. Non-compressed air. The correct answer is option A. Compressed air. Explanation. Many large CMVs are equipped with air brakes. An air braking system uses compressed air to operate. Question 11. When using a fire extinguisher on a fire, you should. Option A. Get as close to the fire as possible. Option B. Stand as far away from the fire as possible. Option C. Aim the extinguisher at the top of the fire. The correct answer is option B. Stand as far away from the fire as possible. Explanation. When using a fire extinguisher, you should stand as far away from the fire as possible. Aim the extinguisher at the base of the fire. not at the flames. If you are not sure which kind of extinguisher should be used on a fire, particularly a hazardous materials fire, you should wait for the firefighters to arrive and allow them to extinguish it. Question 12. The air compressor is connected to the Option A, transmission. Option B, engine. Option C, radiator. The correct answer is option B, engine. Explanation. The air compressor of an air brake system is connected to the engine through gears or a V-belt. The compressor may be air-cooled or cooled by the engine cooling system. Question 13. What kind of brakes do most newer heavy-duty trucks use? Option A, single air brakes. Option B, dual air brakes. Option C, triple air brakes. The correct answer is option B, dual air brakes. Explanation. Most newer heavy-duty vehicles use dual air brake systems. A dual air brake system has two separate air brake systems which use a single set of brake controls. Question 14. A pre-trip inspection should include Option A, a check of the engine oil level. Option B, removing coolant. Option C, washing the tire rims. The correct answer is option A, a check of the engine oil level. Explanation. When examining the engine compartment during a pre-trip inspection, you should check the engine oil level, the radiator coolant level, and the condition of the hoses. Question 15. When leaving your vehicle unattended, Option A, the parking brake should be used. Option B, the parking brake only needs to be used if the vehicle is parked on a slope. Option C, the parking brake should not be used, as it can damage the tires. The correct answer is option A. The parking brake should be used. Explanation. In general, you should always use the parking brake when parking your vehicle. However, you should not apply the parking brake if your brakes are very hot or if your brakes are wet and temperatures are below freezing. Question 16. When mirrors are properly adjusted, Option A, no part of the vehicle should be visible in the mirrors. Option B, a part of the vehicle should be visible in the mirrors. Option C, more than half of each mirror should show the vehicle. The correct answer is option B, a part of the vehicle should be visible in the mirrors. Explanation. A properly adjusted mirror will show some portion of the vehicle. This will provide a point of reference to help the driver judge the distance of other objects to the vehicle. Question 17. To avoid a hazard, you, Option A, should always come to a complete stop. Option B, may need to swerve your vehicle out of the way. Option C, to change lanes without looking. The correct answer is option B, may need to swerve your vehicle out of the way. Explanation. Stopping is not always the best way to avoid a hazard. If there is not enough space for you to stop to avoid coming into contact with the hazard, swerving out of the way may be your safest option. Question 18. To prevent a vehicle from rolling backward when beginning to move forward from a stop position, you should Option A, turn off the engine. Option B, partly engage the clutch. Option C, apply the emergency brake. The correct answer is option B, partly engage the clutch. Explanation. To prevent a vehicle with manual transmission from rolling backward when you begin to move forward from a stop position, you can partly engage the clutch before removing your foot from the brake pedal. Question 19. Air brakes use blank to function. Option A, compressed air. Option B, liquid air. Option C, nitrogen. The correct answer is option A, compressed air. Explanation. Air brakes function through the use of compressed air. Question 20. To make it easier to leave a parked position, you should park. Option A, in a way that allows you to back up when exiting. Option B, in a way that allows you to pull forward when exiting. Option C, only on the side of roadways, not in parking lots. The correct answer is option B, in a way that allows you to pull forward when exiting. Explanation. Backing is always dangerous and should be avoided whenever possible. When parking, look to park in a space that will allow you to pull forward when exiting.